inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now, and on the hill in this one, Kevin Gausman.
Boogie brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. The pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And here is Nolan Schanuel. Swinging a drive, deep right field. That one's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
If they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
That one ripped, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Here's Joe Adele. Man at second. And another ball.
3-1.
The pitch. And he walked him. First and second, 2 down. Logan O'Hoppe digs in now. To the right side. He'll do it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Angels get 1 on this double, and the home team down a run. You're watching. Back here at Rogers Center. And getting a start for the Angels, Tyler Anderson. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. That one's in there. Now 1-2. That's inside.
It's a good take.
The line to kick the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support. They'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Slings to first, 3rd out. Nothing across here this half. We move to the 2nd in Toronto. It's the Angels 1 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. 2nd inning set to go. So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo, the 1-1. And a good eye there.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Next offering is in for a strike. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. And they add a run. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 run across in the frame so far here at the top of the 2nd. On the ground, right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Not in time. He's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now it's going to be Chad Stevens. At the belt and fires. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count's even at 2.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
And here it comes. Struck him out looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now Zach Neto. The pitch. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now Nolan Schanuel. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with, and there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there, and it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Righty delivers. On the ground to third. They get the force. They limit the damage here. But the Angels add to the lead on this solo blast. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball. Back now in Toronto. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
The shortstop.
Here's a 1-1. Pulls that one foul. And a pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. That one misses. 3-2 now.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And a pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
1-2.
Bichette leads off first with 1 away. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. Angels 2 and the Jays nothing. And we're back. Now Taylor Ward.
The left fielder, number 3, Taylor.
And the right-hander deals. Swings and misses. 2-2 now. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Righty to the plate. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So up next, Joe Adell. 1 out, bases empty. One down, base is empty. And that one hammered way back there. Gone. He sends a rocket to left, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Next to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. Next offering is in for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure.
And the throw to first is there to put an end to the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now for the Jays, Miles Straw. Anderson ready to work. Smoked on the ground to second. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
The lefty fires. And another ball. In the air, right field. Drop steps, heads back on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Leo Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Swings and misses, struck him out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Angels 3 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the 4th, number 51. He swings and fouls one off. And he deals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Just missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the third baseman, Chad Stevens. That one finds the zone, and now 2-2. Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And the righty deals. That one hit to right on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Offense held in check there. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Angels 3 and the Jays nothing. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 4th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. Late on that fastball.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's George Springer. And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time. The Jays still looking for their first hit in this one. Swing and a miss. And the count's full.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail in this one 3-0. Back now in Toronto. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shotwell. And that's outside. Activity in the bullpen. Number 29, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Sandlin warming up as well. The 2-1.
That's a ball. 3-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
Okay.
Here comes a pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's Trout.
Now batting.
He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. That one in there to Mike Trout.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. One down, base is empty. And another ball. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2.
2-1.
Man at first, one away. Runner on the move. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base, not even close. The pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, number 33.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now here is Joe Adell. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's in the dirt. Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hot shot to third. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is that. So the Jays pen does its job nicely there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Angels 3 and the Jays nothing. And we're back. Now at the plate, Bo Bichette.
Not shortstop.
On the inside corner for a strike. Up the middle, Neto whips it to first on the run, and Bichette is retired.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down. Now the left fielder.
The left fielder. Jason.
2 down, nobody on. And another ball. Inside, just missed.
3-2.
The wind of the pitch. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
The Angels leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Blue Jays held in check. Still down 3-0. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
Logan O'Hoppe.
Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Slice to right. Makes the grab, 1 down.
The batter number 2.
And next for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
The 2-1.
Three
That
balls,
one missed.
1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike.
Balls.
And it's 3-2.
Strike.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one lifted in the air, left field, and there's 2 away.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
2 outs. Pitch in the dirt, and the count is even, 2-2. And that just misses. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Angels 3 and the Jays nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, number 10. Ball to strike. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And that's going to be ruled a swing. And now the lefty. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Left-hand batter waits. Chases that one out of the zone. And there's 1 down. Leo Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. And there's a ball. The Blue Jays hitless so far in the game. Clips the corner, and it's 2-2. And another ball. In danger of losing the no-hitter here. That one the other way. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman.
Back to the top of the lineup. Down the third baseman, Ernie Clement. It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Hit hard on the ground is short. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Chad Stevens. And a pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock. So now back to the top of the order.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Bounce to the left side, and that's just foul. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Snap throw to first, and he's back in there. Kicks and deals. That one not close. 2-1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but
runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And a pitch. Got him looking, and there's 2 away.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you...
Left field, way back there. It's a bomb. That's one way to quiet the crowd, and they add on. It's 5-zip. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. Taylor Ward now at the plate. And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
3-2 now. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Straw flashes the leather on the running catch. Mike Trout doing Mike Trout things, and the lead is now 5-0. Bottom of the 7th, and the batter is George Springer. The pitch. Off the plate, counts full, 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Kicks and fires. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ripped to third. Whips it across. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Got him swinging.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. 7 no-hit innings in the books. Angels 5 and the Jays nothing. Nick Sandlin gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one out now.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back-to-back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Movement in the bullpen. A left-hander appears to be getting ready. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Good eye right there. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
That one misses. 3-1. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Goes to second. Safe there.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, Gustavo Campero.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So first and second with 2 outs.
Stevens.
Chad Stevens, the next to hit for the Angels. 2 on, 2 outs. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Angels strand a couple, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 3-1. Late on that fastball.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Stevens. Slings it across. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Boog, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
And that skips into dirt. Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Two outs. That's in there. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. New arm out of the bullpen, number 29.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen.
And now the right fielder. 3 outs from a no-hitter. That one the other way. Neto zips it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Just 2 more outs to go in this bid for a no-hitter.
And physically, there's probably some fatigue, but mentally, which might be what's most important, he seems as strong now as he's been all game.
I'm sure the adrenaline is fully ramped up at this point as well. And it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game.
8 1/3 no-hit innings and just 2 outs from glory. Finally gives up that first hit. It's kind of tough to see, but it's been a pleasure.
Hunter Strickland on to pitch out of the pen here.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The Halos leading by 5. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Ground ball could be 2. To second, there's 1, and that's a double play to end it.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
I'm your OG, low key. I'll be so glad we ain't low key. Dozing that is not us.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. For the Blue Jays, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors. They left 3 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.